What's happening? How's everybody feeling out there?
I'm great. How you feel?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Jess Hilarious is here.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Jess
Still
has
my
been,
job. I came into work. What's up?
she's been trending all day.
Yes.
I think she's number 9 right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting at home last night trying to watch Magazine Dreams, and I kept getting a bunch of phone calls and text messages, and people was like, Jess Hilarious is going off on live.
But we have audio.
Okay.
So, today we're going to react to The Breakfast Club and how crazy it got. I've been a big fan of this show for a while, but during the last, I'll say 2 years or so, I just didn't like the way Charlamagne has been, manipulating the audience. So I haven't been the biggest fan of The Breakfast Club. But it seems like Jess Hilarious is beefing with The Breakfast Club also. She has personal vendetta against everybody, especially one of her co-workers, a female co-worker, which is very good, may I ask. Probably her replacement, and she don't even know it. Let's get to it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We supposed to be a team up that not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's some other reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. Just ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
For Mr. Clark, though. Every day, they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
No, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all,
What
we
part?
really.
What you mean we don't have your back?
I have more.
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your
Okay,
back.
all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online-ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the Best until she started reading right. You know what I mean?
Oh, she started reading better than her. She started reading the news segment better than her, better pronunciation. She started adding in her personality, her characteristics, her, putting her mojo on the topic. So she's jealous. She chose Lauren as a replacement because she was out on pregnancy. She expected to come back on pregnancy, Lauren to be gone, and to go back to normal. But The Breakfast Club and iHeartMedia said, you know what? This girl is good. We can't let her go. She's very good. She's better than Jess Hilarious. She's better than Jess Hilarious. But it's too late.
Right.
Then she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the Mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the Mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool. I feel
who
you.
said that? Because of the internet said
What
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only gotta be a fourth voice
correct me if
on
I'm
my
wrong.
segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was going to be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought
Yeah,
you
you lying.
I
Yeah,
thought
she was on air. She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No, what are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I
They
came.
thought she was using her on purpose. I think Charlamagne's lying. I think he lying. I think he knows what management is up to, and they already told him. Come on. Y'all, he's like one of the main hosts of the show. He don't know what's going on. He has no clue that she was still there. Look, Jess Hilarious even telling him like, yo, nah, Charlamagne, she's still here. I want her gone. Jess is basically saying, I want her gone. Why is she still here? Why? I don't need nobody for news segment. I wasn't hired to read the news. Yes, Jess Hilarious, you was hired to read the news. You was hired to read the news. You was hired to come in as Jess Hilarious. Yes, you are hilarious. Not to me. Not to me. You're kind of corny, but I guess to some listeners, you're hilarious. That's why I guess your name is Hilarious.
Came back the first day we had a whole situation like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in, she addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would I want to talk about that?
Off air, though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. We started to
But I'm saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right, well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool. If there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Just with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually,
Okay.
even when it came down to it still being called Just with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Just with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, yo, change that. Take that Just with the Mess off of it. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Just with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Can I ask
You
a
know what I'm
question?
saying? Yeah, she's more of a reporter. She's
Can I
journalism.
ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean? I'm
not a
just...
joke,
it's not a
bro.
do-rag. It's a
not a
silk
joke.
scarf,
What you
nigga.
mean?
But it's not.
It's
It's
not-
not
it's
a
not a
joke.
joke,
I'm
man.
If
serious.
you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke, but
Okay?
Nah, but
it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just
Now-
sit back and watch it because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. You're my big brother.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody.
Yo, Charlamagne is stupid. He's straight downgrading her whole argument. He's making fun of her whole argument. Like, yo, shut up. Shut up. You're in a place of business. Come on. This is a place of business. This is man's space. This is a men's space that you in right now. Come on. Put your emotions to the side. This is business. Handle what you need to handle. It's a team. If she does the news good, she reads it good, you practice, you read in the news good. How about that? You go home and you practice A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. You go home and you practice your syllables and you practice pronunciation of words. Stop stuttering during the news. Stop having end sentences and run off sentences and you in the middle of the news talking about, I don't know what's going on. You're the one reporting the news. You don't know what's going on. Lauren never says she don't know what's going on when she's reporting the news. How about you?
Nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
You're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
What do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess.
Ben.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It is not about wanting her in a room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all.
Have
All
that
right, y'all wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it
I've
to us.
had
We had a
many
meeting yesterday.
conversations off air. What
Not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back, because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11
I'm
years.
not worrying about it's not even about
You worried about comments, and you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the perception
man.
and my reputation to be on the
They've
show.
been issuing on me for 15 years. They've been issuing on
Deserve-
Charlamagne for
rightfully so.
15
But
years.
that's on you. And the
But
things that
I
people
don't
issue
care.
on me
It
for
doesn't-
is on me.
I don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments.
come
I know
on.
who I
Come
am.
on.
I know what I do.
I
You let
feel
them
you.
people get in the comments and F with you. You
Well,
are great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like, you are dope.
She very
You let
dope.
them people piss you off. No, after niggas. Like, you nice. Like, what you do is funny.
I tell her
like,
that all the time, on air,
You brought
off
that
air.
energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club, and you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to steer you up. I tell them, after niggas.
we don't even know,
F all
who
them.
these people are.
They could be bots and all that,
But-
and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like, I F with you the long way, not on some internet ish. And to hear that through there, that's
This
was whack,
sounds
man.
very light skinned. But let's go to the phones. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone line. Everybody will stop.
I'm going to get a sparkling water.
I got my
man. I'm going to get a
candles lit.
sparkling
I
water.
got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage. Jess want to fight. Envy being
Shut up.
beige rage.
Yeah, they really beefing. She's getting emotional. I never seen Envy really get down like that on the radio. Besides, during the housing situation. Remember when they said he was stealing money from the people people with the apartments and the homes in Patterson? I don't know what happened to that. I think that kind of like faded away, but yeah, man, I think she needs to restructure her whole plan with the Breakfast Club. She has to know that this is corporate. And Charlamagne is right. You know, you can't pay the comments any attention. You're on one of the biggest shows in the nation, on the iHeartMedia, one of the biggest hip hop. And you cannot let people break you. You gotta be stronger than that. You gotta be stronger. Look at her. She can't even keep herself under control. She's all over the place because she's thinking about comments. And she's also jealous.
Went crazy on Instagram last night.
And I knew the live would upset. You know, you don't get upset, whatever. But I knew that it would upset Envy. I knew it would upset Lauren. That's why you closed the elevator this morning.
That was crazy. Now, why would you do that, Lauren?
I know. I just I wanted to.
They pulled up at the same time.
At the same time when we paused. And she was in front of me.
She saw Jess. She didn't know what Jess was on, so she rushed to the
ran
elevator.
to the
She hit the
elevator.
button. You remember when Q was on Juice and
I
he
hit
thought
the
that shit was
button.
behind him?
I hit the button one time, and this was why
I heard the button though.
I said I felt like I didn't know what to say to you because I was so thrown off by parts of that live yesterday. I'm like, bro, we be talking at least enough. Like, we don't got to be friends outside of here. But I feel like I've always said to you off air, whenever things have happened, we've had conversations about a lot of different things. Let's talk. Call me. What's up? What's the issue? What's going on?
The issue is the whole narrative. Like, I understand F the comments and F the people and all that. But it's not all about them. It's how I'm feeling too. What if I'm feeling the same way the people feel? You know what I'm saying? So what? Because niggas online feel a certain way. I feel the same way they feel about it.
Call
like,
me and curse me out. Call in
I've
me and
done
curse them
that.
out. Yes, you do.
Yes.
You're not supposed to feel the same way that the people feel. That's the whole point. The people don't know the backstories of what's going on in the show. The people don't know Charlamagne. They don't know Envy. They don't know Laura. They don't know you. They're just looking at entertainment and basically making a decision off of that. You gotta know that you're dope within yourself. You just can't have the people break you. You can't have the people break you. Aren't you still getting paid? Don't you still have a segment, even though it's kind of getting slowly taken away from you? I get it, but you air it out behind the scenes in the locker room. That's what men do.
Like,
Okay.
I've done that. You
But
know
I
what I
think
mean?
there's a bigger issue sometimes too, because I feel like, all right, you'll call him, you'll cuss him out. We might talk about different situations, but I think a lot of times, if there's an issue for real, and then it don't be no movement in here, it's like there's an issue outside, and then there's no movement in here, and then we just all in here like hee ha. Like you're doing a lot of it right now. You're laughing and joking, but for real, you know that she's up here crying. Nothing about that is funny. Like there's real issues and real problems, and we don't really get to the gist of it.
Never.
I want the record to show I see Jess crying like. So
It doesn't matter if you see her
What?
cry
So why you
1,000
always
times.
joke,
what are you
man?
talking about? You know
see
what?
me
I'm
cry
not even
a lot.
talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. See, because when I try to be serious and talk, you see what I'm saying? You see how they do me?
What I'm saying is that I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
What part did you think was crazy?
what part? Because like, one, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay,
in
so
person.
what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. Is crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
but
I didn't.
none of that was said. You didn't say anything
and
about
then,
that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not gonna play well for either one of
I
us.
literally swear to God, I don't.
Yes, Lauren's right. I think she's the best fit for this show. I bet she's the best fit. Look how elegant she's chopping through the situation. She's not yelling. She's not belligerent. She's not crying. She's not emotional. She's logically thinking about the situation and spitting it out and giving it to Jess. Like, okay, this is what you should have did. This is what we should have did together. And this is what I did. Why you didn't say that then? Why you didn't say it then? It's all jealousy. She's jealous. Lauren, look at her. She comes in elegant, hair looking beautiful, makeup looking good. You know, she's very well behaved. I think this is a difference in black. This is what we're seeing here is a difference in two black females. The black female that men online talk about all the time. Oh, don't mess with her. Don't date her. Nah, she's a headache. She's too ghetto. She's not professional. That's Jess. That's Jess. And then the black girl that most men will be like, nah, I don't really mess with black girls, but they would mess with a Lauren. That's Lauren. Lauren's that black girl that most black men will mess with, even white men. Very beautiful, beautiful complexion. Speak well. And she looks like she doesn't have good vibes.
Even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP,
I don't
to have
understand.
the
I never
conversation.
ever heard that.
Because
when you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you saying you put me in the office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to.
Thank you. She just said it. She just said the way she does things on air. The way she does things on air is not how you do things on air, Jess. She telling you right now, cut it out. With two black females on the show, it's only two of us. There's only two of us. You know, on Z100, they got their white woman. Ain't no problem. She been on there for about a million years. About a decade. 2-3 decades. Y'all two just started and can't even have a normal conversation and have topics on air without fighting over airtime. Wow.
give that to you. Ever.
Okay.
And did I not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm gonna handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation because we grown. And regardless, you don't gotta love me, you don't gotta like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
like
of,
that's no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's not. Let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever, but yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job, great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other.
I
know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
But that's what it is.
It beyond it go, and that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
Y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not feeling that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay.
I
came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true, though.
That's different now. Come on.
Oh man, this is so stupid. This is so stupid for a billion-dollar, multi-million-dollar probably company. I have two black females on here fighting about airtime. You got the white men in the background in the suits and they tuxedos, and they're probably like, "Oh my gosh, why? Why did we hire these two melanated sisters? Well, why did we hire one of these melanated sisters? Just hilarious. Why? This is a headache. Don't they know that we have bills to pay? Don't we know? They don't know that we have businesses that we're endorsed to, that we can't have this type of craziness online. Keep this in the locker room. 100%. Keep it in the locker room.
Time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back, that's what my intentions was. And we talked about it.
That was different. The way when I did come back, Lauren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. The first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I feel like,
oh, you heard her? She said we had a plan, but you came in here and you did something totally different. You came in here, you did something amazing. You was great. That's what she want to say. But Lauren, you was great. I ain't gonna lie, you was better than me. You're better than me at this job. I can't even lie. You're better than me. She's admitting it right now. She's admitting it. She's better. I understand that Jess gave her the opportunity. But sometimes when you give somebody the opportunity and they work harder and better than you, you can't be upset that the company likes them.
So we're having a behind-the-scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool, but let's go to commercial or something, and then come back.
Well, the whole thing is we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution-based and not argument-based, so let's resolve this.
Shut up. You're the number one beige rage person. You ain't never come up with a resolution, a solution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say,
you know.
Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? Oh, you don't want to say
the academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded
to me. It's just lead.
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work.
You know what this is? You see, Charlemagne and Envy, they didn't grow up in the internet age. So they don't really take it that serious. They don't understand how are these two so emotional about the internet. Well, not these two. How is Jess Hilarious so emotional to the internet? How? Because she's an internet baby. She's an internet baby. Yes, she's not no 21 years old. I think Jess is probably like 28, if I'm not mistaken, but think about it. Think about it. 8 years ago, she was 20. She just came out of high school 2 years ago before that. She's an internet baby. She had a cell phone in high school. If you had a cell phone in high school, or you just started to have a cell phone in high school, maybe the last 3, 4, 5 years into high school, you are an internet baby.
It will work. What I'm saying, no, because this
You see
is
what I'm saying? Don't let me
I'm joking, though. I'm joking.
Came from them making it a topic, and now it's the problem because we're talking about
exactly.
it.
What
So
I'm saying is that this will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about. You have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some calls, and then we'll come right back. 800-585-1051. If you want to talk, you want to discuss. Of course, Lawrence here.
Well, that's the drama in the Breakfast Club. Just hilarious. She need to really step back and remap her whole plan of this Breakfast Club situation. I don't think she's gonna last long at all. I really don't think so. I think that she's gonna end up quitting, or they're gonna give her the boot because she's causing too much drama. And now she put so much on the table that now the energy in the room is just off. The energy is gonna just be off. The topics is just not gonna be the same again. Jess already told Lauren to shut up once mid-air. So what's gonna come out of that in the future? Now Lauren's gonna tell her to shut up. They're gonna still continue to fight over airtime. And they both on the show. But I guess we'll see what happens in the long run. I hope, Jess really get her attitude in check and really realize that she's in corporate America. She's not a comedian on stage in a club. You're grown past that. You want to continue to still be in those clubs? Continue to be in them clubs. Leave the corporate entertainment out of it. Leave it out of it. And that's all I got to say. Like, comment, and subscribe.